In 2015, the truth of humanity's hidden goal was revealed by angels after my death. I experienced memorable moments helping elderly people who woke up looking for company while working the night shift at a nursing home. One person in particular spent her evenings contemplating her late husband while meditating by the window. I would walk with her in silence, providing subtle but important assistance. I also noticed a decrease in my mental health at this time, as well as irregular menstrual cycles that occurred nearly twice a month. I discounted these changes at first, attributing them to my night shifts. But after a few months with no progress, I made the decision to consult the doctor. My blood cell count had drastically decreased, the doctor stated, necessitating dialysis. I also had a diagnosis of significant uterine fibroids, which required emergency care. Even though it was difficult to choose, I knew that having a hysterectomy would be beneficial to my health. The procedure was preceded by blood transfusions at the hospital. I had to gradually regain strength through everyday workouts after my surgery. Even though I had to miss my daughter's wedding during this difficult period, I think the difficult process was worthwhile because my health started to improve over time. Another setback emerged 4 months after the surgery. A severe infection in the surgical wound resulted in excruciating pain and a hospital stay. The doctor said he wouldn't know what caused the infection, but he would try his hardest to help. I watched my spouse and kids struggling to remain strong in the hospital, but the pain made it difficult to stay composed. I felt my life slipping away, my body slowing down, and then all of a sudden, I was overcome with a severe dizziness. I had the impression that my body was leaving the bed and that I was floating. I felt a deep warmth at this precise time, and I instantly entered a serene and lovely realm where all of my suffering disappeared. I noticed the nurses chatting nervously on the side and the physicians using the ventilator as soon as I felt suddenly more at ease. I felt someone was suddenly next to me. I was shocked to see a human standing there, providing me with warmth and comfort. When I looked up, her smile was warm and kind, her face pure and noble, her figure seeming made of soft light, like a delicate beam of sunlight shining on my heart. She radiated a shimmering light that filled the entire room as she donned a silky robe and a pair of white wings on her back. I felt loved and supported by this light, which let me realize I'm not alone. My soul appeared freed at that same instant, and all pain and tension seemed to vanish as I realized she was my guardian angel. Knowing my angel was at my side, giving me support and courage, made me feel less scared and alone. I was struck by the wonder and beauty of life at that precise time. I thought love was the bridge that connected life and death, even though my comprehension was imperfect. My angel asked whether my mother was there, and she said that it was possible to meet her. Even with this amazing chance, I hesitated to commit right away. In the bright room, a calm that I was unable to describe surrounded me. I felt something intensify, like something I've felt in churches, only bigger. I had the impression that I was in an infinitely loving and peaceful environment that transcended reality. Suddenly, I found myself sucked back into my body and faced with pain once more. My spouse was sitting beside my bed, and I realized I was still here on earth. I could always go back to my angel and feel her love and warmth when I closed my eyes. I vacillated between the two realities for the next 2 days. I saw the outline of my body encircled by a golden glow, a connected, flowing light in the angel's presence. I was excited to solve the riddles of existence and felt deeply connected to the cosmos and entwined with everything when I was in that state. I questioned the angel nonstop. She said, to find unconditional love within and then offer it to others, in response to my question on the meaning of our life on Earth. All of us are traveling along the same path. The only thing separating us is our comprehension of love. All paths lead to evolution and change. None are more important or superior. This response helped me realize that, despite our differences in experiences and origins, love is our common objective. Everybody's growth journey is different. As I asked further questions about coming back to Earth, the angel said, "You have a choice. Throughout your life, you will have several chances to choose between staying on Earth and going home." I experienced a deep sense of connection with the angels while I considered my response. The thought of leaving this amazing spot stirred up memories of my child. She would find it intolerable to lose her mother because she had overcome obstacles. I acknowledged the necessity of selflessness and the prospect of returning to this celestial location in the future. I knew I had a duty to take care of my kid. I couldn't let her suffer any longer. I finally decided after taking in the angel's presence. I made the decision to stay on Earth. Being a mother meant that I had to be there for my kid, to love and support her. I was unable to avoid this obligation out of selfishness. I had a brief experience with angels during which I understood the true purpose and worth of existence as well as the impending duty. As soon as I made my choice, something quickly pulled me back into the real world. Gradually, my senses came back, and I was conscious of my body again, the beat of my heart, the world taking shape around me. I struggled to open my eyes, but as I did, the white walls of the hospital and the sound of the medical equipment became clear. I tried to move my fingers, feeling my body react, gradually regaining control. My control over my body gradually returned, and there was the doctor. My appendix had abruptly ruptured 2 days earlier, the doctor told me, leaving me with a serious infection. Fortunately, the medications I had taken earlier were very effective in stopping the illness from spreading. If my health hadn't been as strong, things might have turned out differently. This experience made me appreciate life and love even more. I made the deliberate decision to stay on Earth. This experience strengthened my resolve to face life head-on and take on future obstacles while standing by my loved ones and persevering through its growth and challenges. My release from the hospital after my recovery was a turning point. This unforgettable event gave me a new outlook on life and inspired me to cherish every day as if it were my last. I no longer feel anxious about little issues. Instead, I place a higher priority on appreciating and savoring each moment as it is. My perspective has also changed, acknowledging that despite differences in life circumstances, everyone is interconnected. I now see that our destinies and goals are aligned. I told the doctor about my experience at a recent physical test, and he told me he thought I was going to survive despite everything. This invaluable event made me reassess my morals and attitude on life. It motivated me to live a more meaningful life and show love and concern to others around me, which enhanced my resolve to accomplish my goals.